Okay, so I'm doing my week 4 Twitter of the Week video. I hope everyone had a great week and that everyone feels productive. So I'm going to share my screen. And first, I'd like to say that after watching some of the videos from last week, Lindsay, I loved the tweet that you talked about that you shared that was a lesson doesn't go as well as we think or a lesson isn't assessed by the way that we think we've taught it, but by the way that the students understood it. So we could feel like we walked away from a lesson and it went really well, but that may not mean that the students retained information and actually learned, or the opposite. We could walk away from a lesson and feel like that it went terrible. But if there was learning and growth in the lesson, then that's what would make it successful. So I love that and think that's very important to remember. My 3 tweets that I'm going to share from this week. The first one is, the most impactful thing that I have learned, responding back to Dr. Parker, and so far in social studies methods, is to think concept-based and not topic-based when planning. And I found that in my wisdom from experience too, and when I was typing that up, that instead of using like topic or main idea, that I automatically use concept now in my vocabulary. So that was really neat to see. And then 7 powerful shifts in learning today. And this talks about a lot of different elements that we've talked about in social studies about bringing technology into the classroom. One of them is even something about thinking habits and not standards. And so I thought that all of those were really well and pertain to what we've been learning about in class. And then lastly, an interesting way to look at things, allowing a kid to retake an assessment says to the kid that you believe in them and their ability to do better. It says that learning is my goal. So I think a lot of times we would think that we would never think of giving an assessment twice, and that assessment is supposed to be finalized and then we would reteach. But we have bad days. Students are going to have bad days, and that's going to reflect in their assessment. So letting a student take an assessment over is saying, hey, I know this isn't your best work and I believe in you and know you can do better. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to do so. So I thought that was an interesting way to look at things and assessment, which we've talked some about in social studies too. So I thought I would share that. But hope everyone has a great week 5, and I'll talk to you later.